right, guys, let's get into today's stream first. First thing I want to cover is, of course, our active positions on BitUnix. For those who have been following around, following my signals on BitUnix. So let's get into this right now. So just check one thing. Okay. Okay, so let's get into CoinW, start copy trading. This is just a good way to track my positions on BitUnix. So all you have to do is type in Boris. Just type my name, Boris. And from here, you'll get all of my P&L stats, right? So this goes back to, you can go back to 90 days, go back to 30 days, 7 days. Performance has been all positive, and then you can see what open trades that I have. As you can see, I have comp long and palladium long open right now. What happened? Okay. I forgot to do one thing. Let me just add. I need to add my other stream key. Just bear with me for 1 second, guys. In the meantime, let's go to AgriTrade and see what's happening over there. Okay. Yeah, let me just get this set up real quick. It does look like we have some good buying coming into the New York session. So let me just add these details. Okay. Well, we're at Bitcoin. What is this? 72. Oh, we're at 72.6, which is pretty incredible. Let me just connect to my other streaming source here to make things easier. Okay, great. So yeah, obviously very bullish day for Bitcoin over the past 2 days. Let's actually get into Bitcoin itself, because I think it's more or less leading the entire market. So yesterday we had about a 7% move. Whoops, let me change my tab. Yeah, yesterday about a 7% move. Today we're getting about, what is this? Yeah, 5%. So yeah, really nice breakout from this. I don't know what chart pattern you want to call this, but this I guess almost like a descending channel. Also very, very similar kind of thing happened on ETH, and I was talking about this in one of the signals that I posted that you know, low volatility usually precedes a big move, and that's pretty much exactly what happened on Ethereum. So really happy about that trade. Now, so yeah, pretty much, market's looking very bullish. The key thing is USD dominance is way down, so this is a very bullish thing for altcoins that are denominated in Tether. So basically, this means that Tether is leaving the market and it's likely going into possibly some altcoins or Bitcoin. So I do like what I see, what I see here. Now, curiously enough, the S&P 500 is actually still going down, which is interesting, right? Because this is like what? Today's Thursday, so Monday. Yeah, we had 4 straight days of down on the S&P. And then on the QQQ, let's see. Yeah, QQ, on the NASDAQ ETF also, pretty much 4 straight days of down. Meanwhile, crypto, we're seeing kind of a rare thing happen here. Crypto is going up. Equity indices are going down. Is this finally the market rotation that we've been looking for? Could be. God, I wanted to check. Oh yeah. Let's take a look at Far Side Investors ETF data here. Okay, so was this updated as of yesterday? Yes. Wow. So yesterday we had over 500 million in inflows coming into the market, which is pretty big. And the previous, pretty much all week has been positive. So definitely seeing some institutional level buying here. So cannot really complain about that. Also, what I wanted to point out with Bitcoin also with this move is the weekly time frame. Now, what we're seeing on the weekly is, okay, so Bitcoin is, assuming it closes above now like 69,000, a move above, let's call it 69,126 will hopefully lead this to 77,815, and then that's like my primary baseline, the 55 EMA made this green line. So if we get above the 55 EMA at 76,950 or so, then we are very likely to see to see this go higher, possibly to this area, this order block back in. Let's call it December, January, between 91 and 84,000. So yeah, like nice bullish engulfing candle on Bitcoin. Hey, I forgot to turn my comments on. Hey, Ashel, how are you doing? Yeah, bullish engulfing candle on Bitcoin on the weekly. Let's see what Ethereum has. I'll say this is like another bullish engulfing. except it is below the 200-week SMA, which we might pause here and just let Ethereum go sideways for a bit before the next move, because I think the big move is already over. I'm guessing. I'm guessing a lot of well, not okay, not well. I thought ADA would have more of a bullish candle here, but it's only up like that's the weekly time frame. Okay. Yeah, ADA is up. It was up 5% yesterday, and 7% yesterday. So kind of lagging the rest of the big movers like Bitcoin and ETH here. See Coinbase stock doing really well. Yeah, we already covered the liquidations from yesterday, so let's actually get into what is it that I want to get into. Yeah, let's go into the top 100 list and see if there are any good trades on the table today. Now I'm gonna adjust my template here a bit. This is better. So ENA, nice move, but way overextended. Mrs. Ordi. Yeah, should we have gone long Ordi yesterday? Yes. Should have gone long on Ordi yesterday. But I think instead we went long on LDL, which is still working out. Let's see, XRP is doing great. However, this move is way overextended. I'm definitely not buying this. Dog with fat looking good, a bit overextended over the 55 EMA, so this one is not of interest to me. See what else we got. That file coin, trying to figure out emoji, whatever this is, looking nice. So finally, we're getting some bullish. There's some bullish activity in the markets. chain, I haven't seen this one quite a while. DOT is still struggling against the 55 EMA. Now XS looks interesting here. It is just slightly over extended above the 55 EMA. That's why I'm getting this no trade signal. You know what? Let's add this to the list. Maybe this will change later on. Yeah, AVAX looking pretty good here. Bonk looks considerably weaker compared to the other ones. Let's see, Mana looks like all the gaming tokens It looks interesting here. It is breaking out 55, but again, it is a bit overextended, so I would no, I would wait on this one. Oh, could XTZ actually be a trade for today? It's actually breaking above the 55 email pretty nicely. Oh, but actually we are in violation of. Yeah, it's kind of like an outsized move. Let's see. Actually, Rune has potential here. But I think there might be some better setups on the board. Wow, look at BNB making a nice move here. On the actually, BNB has been one of the more bullish tokens in recent times. Yeah, for me, WLD, EGLD. This one's a standout for a possible long. And yeah, ETH is just a rocket ship. Like, obviously, nothing to do here. Sugi's kind of close to long signal, but not quite there yet. Again, I like WLD. Litecoin having a move up, but nothing really substantial here, in my opinion. Okay, H bar looks interesting. It is breaking a downtrend here. This could be a decent setup. I'll add this to the list. Tau looks pretty good as well. A uni, yeah, it's not enough bullish momentum for this one. ICP, it's kind of a messy chart to read. The overall ICP looks bullish, but I wouldn't do anything here. All right. Michelle Nam says H bar normally follows XRP. A big move could be on cards. Really? Yeah, I mean, I don't know the correlation between it following XRP, but I will take your word for it. But if that's true, we're having a break in the descending trend line here. So in this case, it's the 55 EMA, getting a break above it today, and all of our momentum indicators are positive. So yeah, I'll consider this for the end of daily close. The only thing that is worrying is, H bar is up 4%. Was up 4% yesterday. Meanwhile, Bitcoin was up 7%, and Ethereum was up 10%. So, but yeah, something to keep in mind. Thanks for that, Ashil. I already covered Tau. Yeah, Tau looks good, but like, I think it's like a very low liquidity coin. So I'm not planning any trades on this one. See, Pendle looks good here. I don't know if this is a tradable perp. And this is a very popular spot holding group. But Pendle, actually, Pendle just, well, it's going sideways. Yeah, no, Pendle just kind of maybe an accumulation pattern. And TRX here, we took this long on TRX back on August 10th or so, and we got an initial move, and now I think it might be it's like it wants to break out here. Let's see. APT looks pretty weak compared to the other ones. Still well below its 55 exponential. Not really doing much. Yeah, same with CHC. Same with Rendar. Link has had an incredible run. I do think, we've reached this top at around $10.5. I think it's time for Link to pull back a little bit here. Cake looking good. Yeah, I mean, Cake is correlated to Bitcoin Cash. There's like a nice, whatever you want to call it, nice structure here. I mean, if we break above this point, then probably gonna go higher to like 1.78 or so. Fight USD. Okay, let's take a look at Fight USD. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance for a second. Yeah, I was having a nice move up about 0.89% of the past day. So a lot of strength coming into the altcoins. Yeah, let's check out. Just got Fight USD. So fight. Let's see. Fight definitely is not one of the more bullish ones in the market. Yesterday it was up 6%. Meanwhile, we had all the others up way more. It's also trading below the 55 EMA. Well, then looking at this overall, switch to the weekly view. I mean, there's not enough price action here, but you could consider this like a accumulation kind of pattern. But for me, it's not bullish on a daily until we get above first of all, get back over the 55 EMA at whatever that number is, 0.003, and then eventually above 0.004. So that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, let's quickly take a look at this Palladium. So that's one of the trades we have open. Okay, Palladium. Okay, Palladium. So, interesting thing with Palladium. But the dip on Palladium based on it coming back to the 55 EMA here. Wait, is this the 55? The 21? Oh, yeah, let's take this to 55. Yeah, and then we close below it without hitting stop loss. The next day we're above it again. So actually, I should have closed this, but I'm gonna keep this, just given the overall bullishness in the market right now. And let's see what else. Yeah, I think we went over all of the top coins. Yeah, so I'll be watching for H4 things. Shout out to Ashel for that. And then I have WLD on my list. Maybe a couple of others. Also, we did book profits on comp, for those who are unaware. And yeah, so for Bitcoin, I mean, it's hard to point out the key levels when we're just having these big green candles in a row. But I would basically watch out for, so on the daily, let's see. Let's put on some of my exponential moving averages. On the daily, we're above the 200-day SMA, right? So really, key line in the sand now is holding this 200 daily SMA, which is currently coming in at 69,000. So as long as we hold this level, no, what's most likely to happen is I don't think we're gonna have 5 green days in a row. We'll probably pull back a little bit here, maybe retest the 200 day, and then go from there. for Ethereum, yeah, Ethereum key level for me to watch is gonna be like 2000 level, which falls in line with the 200 daily SMA. If we can hold that level, I do think I do think Ethereum has bottomed out for now. So that's my take on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's see what else. Yeah, I was also thinking of a long on EGLD. I think the H bar position looks pretty good. It's breaking out of the downtrend. So might put a long on H bar. And then the other one I was considering was WLD. Yeah, because WLD has a few things going on. Number one, it's breaking above the 200 daily SMA, the 55 daily EMA. And I kind of just, I like the structure. And also, yesterday was a massive move for WLD. So I think I'm gonna put a WLD on my list as well as H bar, and then make a decision regarding which ones they call them, guys. But so far, this week has been going pretty well. Glad that I got that ETH long correct. And congratulations for those who were holding Bitcoin during this time period and accumulating, as Karen was suggesting. So, guys, on that note, I am going to go. And see you guys in the next stream. Trade safely and manage your